Hey guys, I'm back again here to talk about technology in clubs. A lot of times you're thinking about upgrading to the newer iron, the newer driver, the newer putter, the newer wedges because they're going to help you hit the ball straighter, help you hit the ball farther. Guys, I want to tell you that's hogwash. Um, TaylorMade, I love TaylorMade clubs. I use their M2. I love their M2. But TaylorMade is notorious for their marketing. And they have very good marketing because they will tell you if you use our clubs, you will hit the ball farther. That is 100% true. But what they don't tell you is their lofts are stronger. Just take a pitching wedge. Say a standard degree pitching wedge is 46, 47 degrees, depending on the brand. TaylorMade will have their pitching wedge at 44 degrees, 45 degrees. So yes, you are going to hit the ball farther because all their irons are lofted stronger. Just good marketing. The biggest thing is the technology in clubs today. There is so much. You have bigger faces, bigger cavity backs, you have rails, you have slots, you have everything that you can think of. But is the technology really helping your game, or would it be the swing that would help your game? It's a combination. If you have a inconsistent swing, which a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you have an inconsistent swing, the technology will help you. Why? Because they're more forgiving, especially with some of these drivers. I know the Cobra Fly Z is a very, very forgiving driver. I've hit it personally. That sucker is straight. You can hit it off the toe, hit it off the heel, you'll lose a little distance, but that sucker is straight. Same thing with irons. I've hit a lot of different clubs, guys, and I always come back to the same thing. It's not the technology; it's your swing. If you have a consistent swing, you can choose the Ping I2s that were made in 1982, I think, and you can compare them against any of the new Titleist clubs, new TaylorMades, anything. And guess what? You're gonna hit them the same. If your swing is consistent, you will hit them about the same. Now, some of the older irons aren't going to be as forgiving. Like me personally, I game the Titleist DCI 981s. They were made in like 96, so you're talking 20 years old. But I like them. I have a pretty consistent swing. In my career, as an amateur, not a pro amateur or anything like that, just as a golfer, my handicap's ranged from 8 to 12. And when I first started playing, I was about a 24, 25 handicap. I don't even use a driver off the tee, guys. I use a 5-wood. Why? Because I'm more accurate with a 5-wood. I give up about 15 yards, but I hit, 80, 85% of my fairways compared to a driver where I would hit about 60, 65. Like the Ping I2s, like I said, they were made in like 82. I've hit them, and I've compared them to the Burner 2.0s, who I really recently used those. And obviously the lofts are stronger, I covered that. But the feel was pretty close. Pretty close. Distance, 5 to 6 yards difference. The Burners went farther. Again, they're lofted stronger. It really depends on what you want. Do you want to get your swing better, or do you want to not worry about your swing and just hit the ball better? It depends on what type of player you are. If you're serious, you need to work on your swing. Some of these clubs today, I don't personally like because their club heads are so big. I don't like bigger club heads. That's why I struggle off the tee with the drivers, because they're so big. I used to hit a TaylorMade Firesoul offset, which is about 240 cc's, 260 cc's compared to 460 nowadays. And I hit that just as far, almost just as straight. Smaller club head though, you got to have a better swing, a more consistent swing, I should say. So don't let the technology and the marketing fool you. If you're serious about getting better at golf and serious about your game, you need to work on your swing before you start getting into the technology of clubs. Because take your swing now and take a new iron that you want. Yeah, the iron might help you gain a couple strokes, I guess, because they're more forgiving. But if you got better at your swing and you got your swing more consistent, those irons are still going to have the same effect for you. You know, whether you have 20-year-old clubs or current clubs, you know, get your swing better first, and the irons will follow, and then you can use whatever irons you want. You know, like me, I want to see the club. The club has to look appealing to me. When I look down at my club, I'm like, yeah, that's a nice looking club. Why? Because that instills confidence in your swing. You know, if you have an ugly club, like I used to play the G15, not a big fan. I looked at that thing, I was like, man, I don't really care for this club. And I wouldn't play the best with it because I didn't have that confidence because it was an ugly club to me. That makes a big difference. Especially, like I said, with some of these clubs today. The heads on them are huge, even the iron heads. But yeah, guys, just don't let the technology fool you. You know, it all comes back to your swing. Work on your swing, you know, then maybe get an iron that fits your game. Don't get the iron to fix your game, okay? You got to meet in the middle. Guys, if you got any questions about that or you want to hear some more, just give me some feedback. I'll check it daily, and I'll answer any questions you got. Thanks.